Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It's 9 o'clock on a Thursday. It's time for a Magic Stuff. Now today, I'm going to be presenting to you another one of the 3 best trick series, which is one of the most popular series of videos on Magic TV. This is 3 tricks with coin gimmicks that you've never seen before. That's 3 tricks with coin gimmicks that you've never seen before. Now I'm trying to not use in this video any of the classic coin gimmicks. I'm not using the expanded shell or the the flipper coin or the split coin or anything like that. I'm trying to present to you 3 routines with coin gimmicks that you might not have seen before that are really cool. I love using coin gimmicks. I've said this over and over again on the channel. My attitude is, I know there's a lot of purists out there that go, oh, you should only use pure sleight of hand. My attitude is, I owe it to my audience to do the best possible magic that I can do. If that means that I'm going to use a gimmick, so be it. If that means that I don't have to use a gimmick, so be it. I'm absolutely flexible depending on the routine and depending on the audience, but I have no problem using gimmicks as well. I think that gimmicks in combination with sleight of hand achieve the best results. And hopefully in these 3 videos, you're going to see that. So I'm going to go through, everything with it. I'm going to talk about, I'm going to perform the 3 tricks for you, talk about where you can learn them from, talk about why they're so good. All of this stuff we're going to cover. So if you're a coin guy and you like watching coin magic, this video is for you. So without further ado, let's get straight into the first trick with a coin gimmick that you've never seen before. Okay, so the first trick with a coin gimmick that you've never seen before is going to be a razor coin by David Roth, by the late, great David Roth. Now, what is a razor coin? A razor coin is something that's not been available for a very long time. I got one off David years ago. You can now get them again. You haven't been able to get them for a long time. You can now get them again. They are available for Mere Yidded Magic in a variety of different coins, and I think they're exclusive to Mere Yidded Magic as well. So you want to go and check those out. He's got a lot of the David Roth line of magic that's worth checking out. And what it is basically is it's a way of having a coin and using an eraser or a rubber and rubbing that coin away. And it looks like you're rubbing parts of the coin away, and it looks like you're rubbing the back of the coin. It looks really, really good. And it's the perfect coin routine to do at the beginning or an end of a longer coin routine. I'll get into why in a minute, but first of all, let's have a performance of a razor coin. You know, I use American half dollars when I'm performing, and they're beautiful coins. They really are. Sometimes I use silver dollars, sometimes I use half dollars. This is actually a pure silver Kennedy half dollar. Beautiful coin. And when you're performing with coins like this, especially when you're doing magic, you want to keep them nice and shiny. And the best way to shine up your coins and not to use metal polish, it's not to use wax or anything like that. The best thing to do is to actually use a rubber over here. This is absolutely the best way to clean your coins. If you take an eraser and you erase the surface of the coin with the eraser, it makes it so nice and shiny. But you want to be careful. You don't want to rub too hard. Let me show you what I mean. If I take this this coin and I start to rub and I rub too hard, what actually happens is I can actually erase part of that coin. Like, that's not a good situation. What I'm doing here is I'm destroying the coin. You don't want to do that. You can actually do it from this side as well. You can actually do it here as well. There you go. If I rub too hard, I can actually rub that coin. I mean, have a look at that. You can see it. It's actually erased, probably coming up to a quarter of the coin now. I mean, that's just ridiculous, right? You can even do it on the back. Watch, if I rub the back like this, I can rub the back of the coin, and now the back of the coin has rubbed off, other than that tiny little bit there underneath my thumb where I was holding it. That still stays exactly as it was. The rest of the coin, though, has been completely destroyed. And that's how you clean a coin with an eraser, but you want to be really careful that you don't go too far, else you're just not going to be able to use your coin. So there you go, that's a razor coin by David Roth, and it is such a clever routine. I remember seeing David do this years ago, and I was desperate to get one. Such a great routine. So first of all, David talks about this when you actually watch him lecture on this, or watched him lecture on this. He talks about how when he first created the eraser coin, he came up with a whole bunch of gimmicks and switches and different ways to switch coins in and switch coins out. And it was very convoluted, and it was very complicated. And then it came down to this. There is only one coin gimmick in play. And because of how the coin gimmick is made, what it allows you to do is have so many different displays just using this one coin gimmick. And it creates a moment of impossibility. At the end of the routine, when you hand this coin out and you give it them as a souvenir, as a souvenir, they're not getting this coin as a souvenir, sorry, when you hand this coin out and you let them look at it, it just looks incredible. Because they've just seen a coin, they've probably examined the coin, you've then taken an eraser and you've destroyed it, and now they're looking at it again. And that little thumbprint where you're holding the coin and the whole back's rubbed off except for that thumbprint, people absolutely majorly get a kick out of that. Now, why does this work so well? Well, first of all, it's a great opener. Because let's say you want to do a routine with 4 coins. I can bring the 4 coins out, and before I start, I can say, well, you're probably wondering how I keep my coins nice and shiny. Well, let me show you. And I can do this eraser coin thing, show it, and then I can put it away, and I'm left with 3 coins to go into whatever routine I want to go into. But it also makes a great finale to a coin routine as well. Let's just say that I've done coins across or coins through table or a matrix or something. And I go, well, you know what, let's just use one of the coins. In fact, let me demonstrate to you how you can actually keep these coins nice and shiny. And I can put the rest of the coins away. So it makes a great transition piece. It's a great piece that can transition at any point of the routine that you're doing. You can do this trick and it will get a really good reaction. What's nice about it, and people moan about coin magic, that there's only a certain amount of plots. You know, everyone does a variation of coins across or coins through table or hanging coins or whatever. But there's so much more you can do, and this is the perfect example of a coin trick that's unlike anything else out there that you've seen. And it gets, like, I can't stop saying it, it gets killer reactions, especially when you rub that last back off and you give it to them immediately. It's also a very practical routine. There's no angle considerations. It's as close to self-working as a coin trick can be. In fact, when I saw David Roth lecture on this, I remember him saying, this is coin magic without tears, which I'm sure was a reference to Marlowe. But he said, yeah, this is coin magic without tears. And it is. It's almost self-working. I mean, if you can do, at the beginning when I did that performance, I switched a regular coin for an eraser coin. But outside of that, that's it. There's no other moves. You're just using the one coin and you're just rubbing it and it's vanishing. I mean, it's so clever in the construction and in the routining. It really is. So if you haven't got it, you can get it from me, You Did Magic. It's available in a variety of different coins and currency styles, but I'd highly recommend picking one up because it will blow away your spectators, and it's a nice routine to throw in at any point during your act. So there you go. That's the first coin routine using a coin gimmick that you've never seen before. Okay, so the second one we're going to be looking at, the second coin, trick using a coin gimmick that you've never seen before, is one of my routines, and it's called Imagination Coins, and it's going to be launched on Netrix when that launches. So what is Imagination Coins? Well, I'm going to be presenting it here with a quiver. I have got handlings that don't use a quiver, although for sure I actually think that the quiver is one of the nicest ways to do it. And what it is basically is it's a way of making 3 coins vanish and appear, or appear and vanish in this case. So you have a little coin purse that apparently is empty. You tip out these imaginary coins, and one at a time they become visible, and as soon as they've become visible, they become invisible. And the beautiful moment of it is when you're making these invisible coins visible and you're picking them up, and as you pick them up they see them, it slays layman. And the nice thing is, at the end of the routine, everything is examinable. They're left with these 3 coins that are completely examinable, and they can check everything out. Now, I said I would talk about what the coin gimmick is. So what this coin gimmick is it's a copper silver coin, and you're going to see the performance in a minute, but I'll tell you now. So it's a copper silver coin. I'm using a Morgan dollar set, so it's a copper silver Morgan dollar, and then on top of that is a Chinese shell. So a shell that looks like a Chinese coin that fits onto the copper silver, and then onto that is an expanded dollar size shell, so that when that goes on top of everything, it looks just like $1 size coin. but you can then unnest the other coins out of there very, very easily. So it allows you to show just a silver coin, put it down, produce another coin very, very easily. You're going to see the routine right now. Have a look at it, and then we'll talk about why it's something that you should consider learning. Now, I know you've got a good imagination, haven't you?
I try.
Yeah. So I've got a little purse here, and I want you to use your imagination. First of all, what do you see in there?
Nothing.
Nothing, right? There's actually 3 coins in there, if you use your imagination.
Oh, okay.
Because they're invisible right there. Yeah. Nothing else in there now, right? We've just got the 3 coins. Nothing else?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. So what we have is we have a little silver coin. That's actually a Morgan silver dollar.
Okay.
We have this one here, which is a copper coin. And we have this one. This is my favourite. This is a little brass coin. But it's Chinese. It's got a hole in the middle. It's got Chinese writing out around the outside, which means made in Taiwan.
Yeah, I can totally see it, yeah.
We'll use the silver coin first. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Now, if I hold a silver coin here, can you see it there, Matt?
Absolutely.
Good. Some people that haven't got the imagination that you haven't, they can't see it, so I blow the invisibility off. That makes it a little bit easier to see. Can you see? I don't know why you're reacting, because you said you could see it.
I could.
Exactly.
I'm laughing on behalf of everyone that couldn't.
Of course. Now, obviously, you see the copper coin right there.
Yeah, totally.
That one right there. Yeah, that one.
What the fuck?
No, it was there. Can you push the silver coin towards me?
The silver one?
Yeah, that one there.
I thought this was Chinese.
Sorry, the Chinese coin.
Push it towards me.
Push it towards me. I want it back there next to the silver one. Yeah, a little bit that way. That's great. Right, okay, cool. So now we've got the 3 coins. Obviously, now we can do the thing. So I want you to watch. We'll start with this one here. Do you know why Chinese coins have got a hole in the middle, by the way?
No.
They're for Peking. Peking! It's a joke. Look, if I take these 2 and wave these 2 over the Chinese one, the imagination vanishes and looks like it disappears.
Huh?
It's still there.
Of course, yeah. Of course
look, I tell you what, we'll use this one now. Watch. Let me just take the imagination off that one. Right there, next to that one. This one's the hardest one. Look, hang on. Let me just put that one right there. There we go. That's 1, 2, 3. Can you do me a favour? Can you take all 3 of them and hold them in your hand tightly? 1, 2, 3. They're there. Grab them, all 3 of them.
In any particular order?
No, it's totally up to you. Great, hold them. And I want you to throw them towards the purse. Remember, we got them out of the purse at the beginning. Throw them. Hang on, let me listen.
Fuck off. No way.
You did a great job there, mate.
Jack.
Yeah.
So there you go. I mean, let me know in the comments down below what you think, but I absolutely love that routine. It's very engaging because you bring out this purse, you show it's empty, and you know, I've talked in the past about hook lines and the importance of having a hook line when you're performing for people, and this is a perfect example. Hey, what can you see in here? Nothing? Well, you know, use your imagination. Can you see these 3 coins? You know, now can you see anything else in there? You shouldn't be able to because it's invisible now. And just the whole absurdity of it all, it's a little bit like the invisible deck. And then you have these moments where you go, push that coin towards me. Let's just put it a bit over there. It's eye candy. It really is. If you could really do magic, this is the sort of approach that you'd probably be doing to it. Like coins are just appearing as you put them down. It's very Leonard Green Snapdeal type feel to this whole thing. So yeah, I mean, it's visual. I'm using a close-up pad in the performance, but you don't need to use a close-up pad at all. There's no need to use a close-up pad at all. In fact, you don't even need to use a table. I've got handlings with this that can be done completely in the hands of the spectator, and it's just as effective. So there's a lot you can actually do with this, and that's really nice. When you've got a trick that's got that flexibility, this is great because you can kind of go, okay, I've got a table in front of me, I'm going to do it this way. I don't have a table, I'm going to do it this way. I've got a table, but it's very small, I'm going to do it this way. And knowing that you can do this trick one of several ways, depending on the type of audience and the type of environment that you're in, is great. It's not that difficult to do. It's actually quite easy to do. But again, it's really visual. It packs a punch. You're left with everything examinable at the end. So at the end, they can examine all the coins. And because the coins are examinable, you can go into any routine that you want to go into. In fact, if you wanted to, you could go into the third routine that I'm going to talk to you about in a bit, which is free will coins across, because that uses 3 coins of different denominations, which is what you're left with here. So it's a great routine to transition into after you've done something else. Or I mean, there's so many different options with it. There really are. And it's an instant reset, which is also really good, because all you've got to do if you want to reset is drop the coins into the purse, put the purse away along with the gimmick, and you reset. So when you want to do it again, you reach into the pocket, take out the gimmick, take out the coin purse, and you're ready to do it again. So it's very commercial. It's a worker, but it's also really visual and really practical. So there you go. It's called Imagination Coins. You can learn it on Net Tricks. It's the second trick with a coin gimmick that you've probably never seen before. So the final routine that you've probably never seen before is free will coins across. And this is another one of mine. This is also on Net Tricks. So if you get Net Tricks, you get to learn this. And this is one of the routines that I'm most proud of. I first came up with something similar to this on a project I brought out years ago called the Nightshade coin set, which is a fantastic set of coins. It used split coins and double-sided split coins and a whole bunch of stuff to achieve lots of different routines. And one of the routines in there was this routine. And then what I've done is over the years is I've streamlined it right down to its kind of bare bones. And I've eliminated the split coins. I've eliminated most of the handling. So now it is very clean and very direct. So what we have here are 3 coins. And this is the holy grail for me. And this is something to consider when creating. When you're creating magic, think about everything that you want to create. You want the trick to do, and think of the parameters that you want. So, what are the parameters that you want to hit? In this case, I wanted the coins to be examinable beforehand. I wanted the coins to be immediately examinable at the end. I wanted the coins to go into the hand and apparently have my hand not open at any point during the routine. And then the big one is I wanted coins from different countries, and I wanted the audience to be able to choose the order in which the coins go across with no limitations at all. So no equivoque and no forcing. They can genuinely choose the order that the coins go across. And I wanted to also do it so that even though the coins were in the hand the whole time, there's only one moment in the routine where I'm stealing a coin. I allowed myself that. Originally, that was not a stipulation. I was like, no stealing out the hand as well. But when I got to a point where I was like, okay, I can do this with one steal, I sacrificed that. And sometimes you have to make sacrifices when you're creating. So that's what it is. The coins go in the hand. They are examinable. The coins go in the hand. The hand remains shut. There is only one steal. The coins jump across into the other hand one by one in the order in which they say, and immediately everything's examinable, and at the end you open up the hand. It's one of the strongest things I do in the real world. It's designed to be done without a table. I'm doing it at a table. You don't need a table. It can be done in the spectator's hands. You don't even need the spectator's hands. You can just do it here if you want to. And just as the coins go across, hand them over to the spectator. And it's an instant reset. So as soon as you've done the trick, you put the coins away, the reset. But because they're regular coins, you can incorporate it into longer routines. So we talked about the imagination coins. You could go from an imagination coins into this, and then from this into something else, and so on and so forth. Let's have a look at a performance of it, first of all, and then when I've performed it, we'll talk about what we think. So I've got Sarah behind the camera. She's going to help me with this. Is this okay, Sarah?
Yeah.
What I have here is a little purse, and inside the purse are 3 coins that are about as far different to each other as you can try and get. The first thing that you've got is an American $50, 50-cent piece of silver coin. That's a silver coin. The second thing that you've got is a Chinese coin. That's a blue Chinese coin. There's a hole in the middle, and you've got sort of Chinese writing around the outside. And the third thing that you've got is an old English penny. Now, very quickly, do you want to check them out, or you're okay?
I'm fine.
You're fine. You trust me?
No, but I'm fine.
Fair enough. So you obviously have seen magic before. You've heard of something called coins across,
Yes.
where coins jump from one place to another. Well, that's what I'm going to try and do right now. I'm going to try and do a version of coins across using these 3 coins. But we're going to try and make it really interactive for you, Sarah. And how we're going to make it really interactive is you are going to decide the order in which the coins go across.
Yep.
First of all, I'm going to drop the coins right here in my hand. And at no point will I open this hand until all 3 coins have jumped across into this hand. They're going to go from over here over to here. And you decide the order in which they go across. Right. So there's a copper coin, a Chinese coin, and a silver coin. Which one would you like to have go first?
The Chinese, the blue one.
The blue one, are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I don't want you saying I'm going to cheat. It's going to go up the sleeve, across the chest, down into the hand. You want the Chinese, yes?
Yeah.
It's when you go up and down like that the Chinese coin goes across first. So now we're going to choose again. We've got the Chinese coin. That's the first one across. Which one do you want to have go next? Your choice, the silver coin or the copper coin?
Copper.
The copper coin, yeah? Well, notice my hands don't come together. I just shake up and down, and when I do, there's your copper coin right there.
Yeah.
That leaves us with the silver coin. The copper coin's gone. The Chinese coin's gone. The final coin would look something like that. That's the silver coin, and that's all 3 coins gone from this hand over to this hand, and as I promised, this hand is not opened until the end of the trick.
Very cool.
So there you go, that's free will coins across. Now, I've already kind of basically talked about why I love this so much, but genuinely, if I had to pick out of everything that I've ever created, if I had to make a list of the top 10 favorite things that I've ever created, this would absolutely make the list. Because what we've done here is we've taken a coins across, which has been around for years, and it's a fairly interactive trick anyway. And we've made it even more interactive by adding the element where the spectators are choosing the coins that go across with no limitations at all. And throwing that in is great. A lot of the time, not always, but a lot of the time I'll do this where I throw the 3 coins into the hand. They go across one by one. And then I'll say, well, let's change the order and let's decide on the order. You can decide on the order. You can decide the order, and then I'll do it again. And it's kind of like a bit of an R. Paul Wilson concept, that is. Because R. Paul Wilson talks about 3 fly, and he says that he never does 3 fly without doing a normal coins across first. Because when you do because 3 fly is so good, if you don't do a normal coins across first, they don't appreciate how good 3 fly is. So he does coins across, and then he does 3 fly. It's the same with this. A lot of the time, I'll do a normal coins across first, and then I'll do 3 fly. What I've done in the past is I've done a coins across. I've made 3 coins appear. I've done a coins across with regular coins, like all $50 or whatever. And I've put them into my hand, squeezed them, and I've turned them into 3 coins from different different countries. And then I've gone into this routine. So I've kind of thrown a bit of a wild coin in there as well. But yeah, super practical, instant reset, easy to do. It's examinable, no table required, can be done anytime, anywhere. What's not to love about this routine? It is a great routine. You can learn it from Netrix. It's called the Free Will Coins Across, and it is my 3rd favorite trick with a coin gimmick that you've probably never seen before. So there you go, guys. That's another 3 tricks that you've never seen before. 3 tricks with coin gimmicks that you've never seen before in this case. I want to know now what you think. I'd like you to let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? Do you agree with my choices? Do you disagree with my choices? Inquiring minds want to know. If you want to see a follow-up to this, I can probably do another video. Please let me know if you want to see that as well. Don't forget, if you want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. If you haven't already done so, go check out the podcast that went live yesterday. Myself and Lloyd put our new podcast live. It is the fastest growing podcast on the internet. And yeah, I'm going to be back again tomorrow with 3 videos. One at 2 o'clock, one at 6 o'clock, one at 9 o'clock. One more time, guys. Thank you very much for watching and joining in. I'll see you again soon. My name's Craig from Magic TV.